next one. This is from Jack. Jack, he's a Lego maniac.
Jack. Yes.
Didn't he die?
Yeah.
He did?
Who?
No. Oh, no, that was Zach, right? Zach, the Lego maniac, right?
Yeah, he's dead.
How did he die?
Is he? I don't know, dude. He's
too many Legos, man. I don't know.
He stepped on them all and they all got infected. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so by Jack. Why do you guys not have guests anymore? Pretty simple. I just don't ask. That's really it. I just don't ask people to join anymore. I don't ask people to be guests on them anymore. Because I think at this point, we've kind of got this weird synchronization with Phil, Jay, and I, where it's just like another person that isn't Rob or Chad, it would just kind of break it.
I mean, if there's a valid reason to invite a specific person, if there's like somebody, I don't know, like a specific topic that we're talking about that person would be knowledgeable in or something like that, I'd be fine with it. But I think it's more an issue of, AJ said it best. One, there's no real reason to ask because usually they don't really add too much other than what we already contribute.
Or nothing at all.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like, we did the one interview the one time, so like something like that would be fine. But in terms of like 4 episodes, yeah, it's more a question of who the hell would be good, because the only like other than like literally who would be willing to do this, I think is the best question.
Of the guests that we've had, I think I've only really liked. Well, I mean, I like the one that Jess brought on a long time ago, but I mean, that one was just more like, he was just a nice guy in general, so it's like, whatever.
You mean DJ from Traders, Buyers, and Sellers?
Yeah, like, he was cool. Like, he was a cool dude just to talk to, like, beforehand. But, like, in terms of guests, the only one I really liked was probably Decker Shadow, because, he actually felt like he meshed with what we were talking about. All the other ones, I'm not gonna lie, they... And this is, I'm gonna be blunt. They sucked. They sucked.
I'm gonna be honest. I love watching Decker Shadow's videos now because I just get a laugh out of them. And the body count starts.
Like I said, like I liked having him on because he was just a cool dude, and he meshed well because he also likes giant fucking monsters. So it's like that's cool, but everybody else, they just kind of suck. Like KRX50. That guy didn't say anything, and when he did say something, he was just like, yeah.
Maybe he was nervous.
I don't know, dude. Whatever it was just like...
There was
I don't know.
There was that time no, I'm not bringing that up. Nope.
Okay. Anyways, but like, yeah, like him, nah. Who else did we have? We had those 2 dudes from,
there was that one, Tumblr Power Rangers podcast, but that was probably a bad one. I think that one was more just like the topic they probably didn't really have enough to contribute to. I think if we did something that we kind of discussed beforehand what the topic would be, I think we probably would have did a better turnout.
Maybe
they don't even exist anymore, honestly. So
really?
Oh really?
No, yeah, they pretty much stopped doing their show shortly after we did our episode with them.
Ouch!
Which is kind of a disappointment
that
because
bad.
I really liked them.
It was that bad.
I'll say this also.
No, I think it was Lost Galaxy was that bad. I don't know. There was a couple others that we tried to ask.
We tried to get MMPR toys. I wanted them on here, but we tried to. They got back. I think AJ, they got back to him and they said we would do it, but we're just too busy. And I watch them regularly, and I watch them and their vlog channel. They got a lot going on. They really do.
Like I said, like with them, I understand. Who else did we try and ask?
I asked another defunct podcast, Writer Club Radio, once, and they basically never got back to me. Who also don't exist anymore, which is a shame because those dudes were also pretty cool.
I tried to get somebody. He didn't have a really good YouTube channel name. It was Transformers and Power Ranger Toys Reviews. I liked the guy because he was like very down to earth, and But he stopped. He stopped like I think like 4 years ago. I messaged him through YouTube, but I never heard back from him.
God, messaging through YouTube. Remember that shit?
Yeah, right.
But like, because here's a little dirty secret that I don't mind saying. When we first tried to get guests, it was really more just to get exposure for ourselves. Because
well, I think
that's
you shouldn't feel bad admitting that, because I think that's the case for most people just in general. So,
like that's exposure. Like we were trying to get exposure to ourselves, but like after I want to say we got on Podbean, it's just like whatever. We don't care.
There are other
like if somebody legitimately wants to be on the show, they can ask, or if we think that they'll fit with us, we'll ask them. But again, it's one of those things where it's like we have. I hate to use this, but it's kind of like it's kind of like you think of like OSW reviews, or you think of Red Letter Media and stuff like that. You think of like a very core group of guys, with every so often having 2 other people that just come in and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like that. Fucking, like it was that thing. So it's like that's the same with us. Like we have me, we have Jay, we have Phil. That's it. That's all we need. That's really all we need. And every once in a while, Chad and Rob will come in, and that's it. If somebody else came to us and said, "Hey, I want to be on there," we're gonna be like, "Well, first off, who the fuck are you?" And second off, yeah, sure, why not? Maybe. But again, it's I don't know.
It's also a lot of the guests we like. When you think of guests, I think of like actors from the shows and stuff. But the thing is, they're working actors. They're people just like us, and they have schedules. I've listened to other podcasts where I've seen one podcast who got one of the actors from Power Rangers from one of the series. I'm remaining anonymous because I'm saying it anonymously because I just want to. And they were getting ready to go, and the actor was getting ready to go out to, I think, like a formal affair or something. So it's just I personally wouldn't feel comfortable just reaching out like that when you know that somebody's busy.
Again, if it's something like an interview, like Jay said, sure, why not? Yeah, we'll fucking ask everybody. But for a podcast, that's an entirely different thing. Plus, again, since we've got the wheel, we have a very strict. This is what we're doing this week. Like so,
most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. So it's gonna feel weird if we ask like what's his name, David Yost to come on, and we're gonna be talking about Wizard, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck is a wizard?"
No, if we had David Yost on, we would do like a proper interview, like.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like it would be like him coming in. We'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna be talking about this." Like, what the fuck is that?
I actually met him.
Yeah, which I think is what
He's really nice.
Kind of mentioned earlier there, where a couple of the times when we did have guests, it was just, "Oh, here's this topic that we happen to be talking about. Oh, what's that? You don't know about it? Oh, oops, sorry." So I think that's also an issue there that we need to kind of work around, is if we do start trying to do guests again.
We have to do it focused
again. Right now, I don't think we need it. Like I said, right now I don't think we need it, and I don't think we're gonna need it for a long time because we just don't. Again, if the opportunity arises and they come to us, why not? Funny enough, here's actually a question that pretty much is the same thing, but we'll answer it because it has a different connotation. From oh my god, I was gonna sneeze and it just left me, and I fucking hate that.
Every time.
Oh yeah.
I know, right? This one's from Claire. Would you guys ever do a crossover / work with a different podcast or YouTube channel? And same thing we're saying, yeah, sure, why not if the opportunity arises? But of course, it depends on who's asking. We're not going to go to the KKK Toku PODCASTU fucking YouTube channel or anything. Well, that's because
that's our own channel.
Of course. We're gonna just like, you know what? From now on, I'm gonna put like a cross that's on fire on every one.
Oh my god!
That's the shit. My headphones.
You're really not gonna do that, are you?
That's
No,
the new
Phil, it's a
Nomura
joke.
picture that you're. No, not Nomura. You know what?
You know a picture?
Yeah.
It's a little flaming cross every once in a while. Just put it in the hand of of whatever. Like next week it's to be wizard like reaching out for the fucking burning cross. Oh god. But yeah, like it depends on who we're gonna go with, of course, and all that. But like if they want to do something with us, sure, why not? It just depends on if the opportunity comes to us.